gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Just Talking. But you get the drift. And we're gonna do another segment of ISO ball where I speak on NBA basketball and college basketball. We haven't had time. Well, college basketball is having some moments that I'm gonna speak on later, but we're just gonna stick to NBA today. Uh, my topics for today are gonna be some rookie of the year predictions, the candidates, the first time All Stars, and the MVP prediction for this episode, as well as the candidates that I feel like are has the most potential. And we're gonna go right into the rookie of the years, man. It's gonna be a promising class. I feel like last year's class was amazing. It was a lot of gems out of last year's class, and it's gonna be hard to top with this year. But I feel like they got the potential to do it. We're gonna start with the number one overall pick, DeAndre Ayton. I'm a big Boogie fan. I don't know if he looks like Boogie. I ain't gonna say 2.0. I doubt he'd be twice as good as a player as Boogie. But that boy got a lot of natural gifts. He looks like he's going to be a rebounding machine. He has a nice touch with his jumper. He might even be shooting threes as a rookie. He's on a good team, has a lot of scores to pass it out to, so he might mess around and have a lot of assists this year. Probably average like about 3 or 4, might even be 5. Boy got Devin Booker, that other high draft pick that they traded for, Mikal Bridges from Villanova. They got T.J. Warren, a professional bucket getter. They still got their top pick from the previous draft with Josh Jackson on the wing as well. Boys got a lot of talent around them. Phoenix might be, I don't think Phoenix is going to be a playoff team, but they're one of those 2 or 3 teams outside the top 10 that if they start right, they can actually have a puncher's chance. I think Colin Sexton is another top pick for Rookie of the Year as well. I think that boy gonna be a problem. Might as well just start calling him Problem Child as well as Young Bull, because he gonna be causing a lot of havoc. And I know he tired of the Russell Westbrook comparison, but that man motor is amazing. I mean, anytime you play a game where a lot of your players has to get sent out the game and it's 3-on-5 and y'all still almost win, that's how you know you was all over the place, my guy. His athleticism is amazing. He has a solid jumper. He's relentless. He's just a young pit bull. Young bull, no pit in the name. You feel me? He has a good team around him too. A lot of defenders, a lot of guys that can get their own shot. Jordan Clarkson and Rodney Hood. They ain't that great. They ain't that great compared to what they might be going against, but they can get their own shot. Still have shooters. And JR, Kyle Korver, Kevin Love is going to probably have moments where he looked like Minnesota K Love. In the East, I mean, Cleveland has a puncher's chance. I think him being actually in the playoffs on top of his amazing stats is probably what's going to get him Rookie of the Year over DeAndre Ayton, because Ayton is in the West and he might not make Rookie of the Year. But he's probably just going to have a resound presence that everybody's going to respect. I think Luka Doncic is another wild card for Rookie of the Year, but I think he's ultimately is only just gonna like be in the mix. I think the only way he'll win it is if Dallas is like a no less than like a 6 seed, and it looks like the complete Luka show. Like, because I don't even feel like Luka will be the best player on his team if Dennis Smith makes that year 2 jump that I expect him to make. I think Luka will be a good component. Might be the second best player on the team. I think Harrison Barnes. I think they have a good team around them. They're one. Phoenix and Dallas is part of that 3 teams I was talking about before. That might, if they start right, they can have a puncher's chance. Because Dallas has Dennis Smith Jr. at the point. Luka probably gonna be a 2-guard. Harrison Barnes, he's a professional bucket getter as well. Dirk is an old veteran who could still make clutch shots, hit his free throws, and they just signed DeAndre Jordan. So Luka he's in the best situation, I feel like, out of the majority of the rookies to like make an impact day one. But I ultimately think he just only gonna be in the mix. I don't think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. But I could be wrong though. That still leaves out wild cards like Trae Young and Kevin Knox. I think they're gonna have great rookie seasons. I just think it's gonna be a lot of good that come with a lot of bad that comes with the good. Especially with Porzingis out for Kevin Knox situation. I think he's just going to just have a major green light to just be the best he can be. They're going to they're just going to just throw him out into the ocean and just be like, just swim back when you're ready, bro. You can take as long as you like because they're gonna let him do whatever he wants with that Knicks situation. The Knicks management wise are just thinking about the free agents for next summer. So everything this summer is just like go let the young kids play. We're gonna keep on the team whoever is performing well out of the Trey Burke, Emmanuel Mudiay, Frank Ntilikina situation, and just gonna get free agents to pair with Porzingis and Kevin Knox. We need Kevin Knox to look like a prospect worth teaming up with first. So just let him do his own thing. Trae Young. Trae Young is going to be amazing. He probably going to average like 5 turnovers though. I don't think he's going to win. Trae Young will only win Rookie of the Year if he looking like an all-star. But it's probably going to be. I'm rooting for him to be like that because I live in Atlanta. I think he's going to put a show on in that new Phillips Arena. But I think Trae Young is going to be the victim of being the #1 person to guard against on the scouting report for all 82 games. And he's going to get the best defender. He's going to have to be dealing with Russell and John Wall and Damian Lillard and Patrick Beverly and just all these defensive point guards. He's going to be dealing with Clay and Steph in his face. Like, it's just going to be a lot of pressure on him. And he don't have, like, anybody else on his team except for maybe John Collins to kind of alleviate some pressure off of him. And I feel sorry for the kid. I wish he went to the Suns or went to somewhere like the Magic, somewhere where it would have been able bodies where like Aaron Gordon, Devin Booker, so they're not the main person to be trying to stop. He's not the main person the defense will be trying to stop first. He'd be like a good #2 person as a rookie, but since he's going to be #1, he's going to go through hell. But iron sharpens iron, so it's either going to destroy his confidence or it's going to make him to the player everybody expects him to be, and then the Hawks is going to lose a lot of games anyway, so they're going to mess around and get a top 3 pick, probably #1 pick to get either Zion or RJ Barrett, so it could turn into something special. But I ultimately think Colin Sexton is going to take away this Rookie of the Year this year, though. I think he's in the best situation where he's going to win a good amount of games, put on a show, and have the stats to back it up. Plus, people are going to be rooting for him because as soon as he got drafted, all he did was ask for LeBron to stay, and LeBron left him. So everybody going to be rooting for that young bull, man.
Shoot it, knock it down, fairway. Shoot it, knock it down, fairway.
Guys, I'm going to go into my MVP, my top MVP candidates for next season. Next, I feel like the top guys for the top 5 are going to be LeBron. No particular order outside of LeBron because everybody feels like he's going to be #1 for candidate for MVP, including myself. LeBron, the #1 guy I'm actually rooting for, my favorite player, KD, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Giannis, and dark horses on the outside. I'd say probably Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis. I feel like we'll go through a little quick span of why each guy deserves a chance at the MVP this year and why they probably won't win it and why they should. James Harden in particular, I feel like he's easy. I think winning it last year kind of eliminating him. It's going to eliminate him from winning this year. He's been having an uproar for finally winning MVP for like 3 seasons because he's been running up like every year, even though those seasons he's had were nothing short of sensational. But I think this is going to be the year he's going to probably, unless he has a triple-double and the Rockets win the West, I don't think he's going to win MVP. KD, I'm rooting for him. I think it's going to be hard for him to win MVP unless the Warriors are #1 in the West, but I don't even think the Warriors are going to be gunning for the top seed this year. I think they're just going to be just trying to just make it to get to the playoffs healthy. That way, once they get in the playoffs, then they can just be clicking on all cylinders. But if he does, rooting for it. I think Giannis and Anthony Davis are going to have the stats for it, but unless they teams finally start, Giannis in the West, so it's going to be harder for him. So I don't think Giannis is going to, Anthony Davis is in the West, so it's going to be harder for him to win. I think he's just going to have amazing stats, but I don't think he's going to ultimately win the MVP. Unless the Pelicans are like a 3rd seed in the West. They ain't got to be the #1 of the 2, but if he got them top 3, then he'll probably win MVP. Unless Bron is #1 with the Lakers. But the Rockets and Warriors can be top 2 seeds. The Pelicans are 3rd. Anthony Davis is falling out. I think Anthony Davis can take it in that situation. Russell Westbrook. Russell got his sympathetic MVP already. He averaged he got his first MVP when after KD left. Everybody was rooting for him. He played damn near every game. The team was nothing without him, and he had a triple double. We had to give it to Russell. But Russell averaged a triple double last year. He wasn't even thought of for conversation for MVP. So I think the only chance he'll get MVP this year is if he have a triple double season again, and the Warriors gonna have to be no less than second in the West. Joel is gonna be gonna have a legitimate chance because he actually gonna have a chance to be like have the #1 team in the West. I mean in the East, and he's Philly's best player. So Philly got the best record in the league, or at least top 2 records in the league, and the #1 in the East. Joel is gonna take it. They'll rather big man ain't won an MVP in a while. And I feel like they'll probably give it to Joel, especially if he's got a better record than Giannis, balling, got more wins than Anthony Davis, balling, and they'll prefer to give it to him before they give it back to Russell or back to James Harden or give it to KD unless KD is #1, like I said. LeBron in the end is my prediction to win the MVP though. I think he's going to have the best story behind him. He's going to be on the Lakers. All he really has to do, minimum, is get the Lakers to the playoffs, and if you get the Lakers to the playoffs, that's like already a major boost in his candidacy for MVP. If you get them into like around the 5th or 6th seed with close to 50 wins and averaging like 26, 27, 9 and 9, I think LeBron is going to get like a kind of like a sympathetic MVP, but definitely well deserved. Move for KD though. But yeah, that wraps it up. I think my top is Braun to win it. KD probably gonna have like the second best. I'm hoping KD get it. I think Giannis and Joel has a legit second best odds, and like around the top 5 with James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me.
And lastly, man, we're gonna talk about some all-stars that can make some first appearances this season. I think the East is gonna have like some shakeups. I don't think all those point guards that made it last year are gonna be able to make it again this year. Goran Dragic, Kemba, Kyle Lowry. I feel like they're probably gonna be one of those 3 that make it this year. I think that's gonna have to do a little shakeups. And with Braun leaving too. I don't think Al Horford is going to make it. I think it's going to be a decent shakeup for the Eastern All-Stars this year, even though when it's time for the captains to pick at the end, after the All-Star selections have been picked, it won't matter what conference you came from. But I think Ben Simmons is going to make it to the All-Star game this year. He should have made it last year. They're definitely going to make that fix that mistake from last year. I think Jason Tatum could put up a decent argument if he balls out this season for an All-Star, because the Celtics is going to be a top 3 seed. Most top 3 seeds have 2 people at least, and I think Gordon Hayward's going to hoop this year too. But I think he's going to have be like a most improved comeback player of the year award type deal. He might average like 17 or 18, but Jason Tatum's probably going to average like 22. He might be the leading scorer, depending on what Kyrie doing. But he might mess around and be the leading scorer. If he's the leading scorer, he's for sure All-Star this year. And I got high hopes for D'Angelo Russell. That's my dark horse. That might surprise some people just because Brooklyn Nets don't have nobody. And D'Angelo was hooping last year. He just got hurt. So if he don't get hurt this year, he can definitely make the All-Star team. I think this could be the year since Bron left and Porzingis is hurt. Chris Middleton might actually slide in there this year. And that'll be a decent look for the Bucks as well, because the Bucks might be a top 3 or 4 seed. So Giannis might actually have a teammate to take him, to go with him to the All-Star game this year. And yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for And Blake Griffin. That'll be the last. He's a first. It'll be his first time going in the East. It won't be his first time, but overall for the Eastern All-Stars, it'll be Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, and possibly D'Angelo Russell, some first-time All-Stars that represent the East, from the East anyway. And for the West, I think the Joker is going to make it this year. Nikola Joker's been doing big things these past 2 seasons. He has all the talent. He has good touch. He has good passing ability. He's long. He's defensive. He has defensive presence. I think, quite frankly, regardless of with all the influx that's going on in the West, he just has to make the cut. I don't think he deserves to get snubbed this year. And quite frankly, I think this is going to be the year where Draymond don't make it to the All-Star game. I think the Warriors, the only two locks to make the All-Star games for the Warriors this year is KD and Steph. And Clay, unless he just dropping dumb buckets and like the Warriors as a team, just everybody offensively just take it to another level for Clay to probably average like 23 or 24. I don't think he's going to have enough production to keep somebody like Devin Booker or Donovan Mitchell out this time around. Devin Booker, like, he's ready to take that next step. He said he tired of missing the playoffs, and he was already like right there with Clay. It's just Clay's on a better team. If Devin Booker started putting on a better individual performance, Donovan Mitchell, who basically averaged 25 points a game since Christmas his rookie season, if he gets to start the whole season off from where he left off, he's probably going to average like 24 or 25. And if they're doing that, sorry, Clay. Sorry, Clay. So for the West, I think Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker and Nikola Jokic are going to be some new faces for the All-Star team from the Western Conference this year. And that wraps it up for me this time, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this segment of ISO Ball. Did a good topics on the MVP for this season, new faces for the All-Star game for first-time appearances, and the Rookie of the Year. I had Colin Sexton for my Rookie of the Year, Braun for my MVP, and y'all just heard the list for my first-time All-Stars. Hope y'all like the segment. Leave some comment below if you have some different opinions. If you like it, leave me a thumbs up, and definitely hit that subscribe button, man, so you can get the alert next time I drop another video. I'm gonna catch you guys next time.
Notorious, Dreamville stacked like the Warriors, winning back to back. Next up the bat is my nigga Bonds. After that,